We're continuing our quiz from question 16 to 20. The question 16 is, how do I know that Kabbalah is part of Torah? Because there's a few people who claim that Kabbalah has nothing to do with Torah, with Judaism, with the Bible. The truth is, our Judaism is filled with Kabbalah. There's a tractate in the Talmud, Gemara Chagiga, which on the second chapter it has a whole section filled with Kabbalah, and it's almost impossible to understand unless you're a Kabbalist. We have thousands of books on Kabbalah in Judaism, plus it is understood by most of the greatest people that unless you understand Kabbalah, you cannot understand the Pshat. That was the Vilna Gaon used to say. If you don't understand Pshat, you understand Kabbalah. You don't understand Kabbalah, you won't understand Pshat. So, which means the simple meaning of the words needs to be understood to understand the depth, and the depth needs to be understood with the simple meaning. So it goes together. It's like body and soul, it is impossible to understand the Torah itself without the depth of it, and it wouldn't make any sense, because the whole purpose of our life, our Judaism, is to go deeper and deeper until we understand what the world is about, what the Torah is about. Plus, we have books from Avraham Avinu, what is called the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation. It's claimed to be from Avraham Avinu. We have the Sefer Raziel, which the tradition said it comes from Adam Rishon, the first man, and many, many other books all along the way. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who wrote the Zohar, and he's one of the main rabbi in the Talmud. So Kabbalah is an integrated, completely part of Judaism. All the greatest rabbis have studied Kabbalah, and there's no question that if you think Kabbalah is not part of Judaism, then you're gonna miss out a lot and not understand it properly. The Arizal say you will even be reincarnated until you learn finally the Torah are on the level of Kabbalah. So don't wait till it's too late. Next question: are we a soul or a body? So the real answer to that is that we are a soul. Your body is just a garment. However, the body is like you say, am I my clothing? No, you're not your clothing. When you die, it's like you get naked, you take off your clothing, and you are your soul. However, your body can become integrated to your soul. It can become part of your soul. You can transform your body to become soul-like, and you become a whole spiritual. Your body can become spiritual, but it is still a garment. The real you, the inside, the real you is your soul. And you have a body to be in this world. It's like an astronaut who goes to space. He needs a spacesuit. So the soul has an earth suit to be here. Like I like to say, when you move your hand like that, it's not your hand who is moving the skin. It's actually the soul hand, who also is made out of 5 fingers, and that moves that, and therefore the hand continues or follows. So you have the glove. This is like a glove. Okay, so you have to understand your soul, and so important to understand, because the moment you understand your soul and not the body, then even though you have bodily desires, you have to make sure that you understand, you follow what your soul needs and wants. Because if you just feed the body, then you neglect your soul and you're going to kill yourself, because the body is not interested so much. The garment, the flesh, the meat, the animal part of us is not interested in getting spiritual. At least it thinks so, because it's a lot of work. Number 18. What are the 4 elements that God used to create the body and the world? The 4 elements are fire, air, water, and earth. Those are the 4 elements used, and the whole world is made of that. We as human beings, our body is made of those 4 elements, to understand that we affect the whole world when we do something. So videos about that if you understand. It's connected to character traits and to how we can affect the whole world. But those are the 4 elements. Easy to say, we're mostly made out of water. We know we're made of electricity. We have about the level of a battery. We're made of earth, and we're made of air when we breathe. And what are the 5 worlds? There are 5 worlds: Asiya, Yetzira, Bria, Atzilut, and Adam Kadmon. Those are the 5 worlds that correspond to the 5 levels of our soul, because we have the ability to affect the entire world. Those 5 worlds are important to understand because our whole Judaism, our prayer is based on those worlds. The more you understand those worlds, the better you understand Judaism. But we're mostly connected to 4 worlds: Asiya, Yetzira, Bria, and Atzilus. The world of action, physical world; the world of formation, more spiritual world, the world of angels; the world of Bria, which is the world of the highest archangels like Michael, Gabriel, and the roots of our souls. And then there's the world of Atzilus, which is the world where there's only God, on the level of Yud K Vav K, when God is one. The 5th world, Adam Kadmon, is like before even the world was. No, I shouldn't say before. It's at the very, very, very beginning, the 5th level, where that's the deepest Kabbalah, to the hardest to understand. That's the 5th world. And then the 5th question, the last question, 20. How many levels does the soul have, and what are they? So I said it. It's connected to the 5 worlds. There's Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, Yechida. The Nefesh, the life force that's connected to your blood. They are connected to the animal soul. So you have the Nefesh, translated briefly as the soul or the animal soul. It's in the blood. And then you have the Ruach, which is the more emotional parts of you, when you have emotions connected to your Ruach. Then you have the Neshama, which is connected more to the head. Then you have the Chaya, which is, Neshama means breathing, so it's connected to the nose, the head, and Chaya is a life force. It's more like the aura that is around you. Once you're fully energized and you radiate. And then you have the Yechida, which is the highest. The Yechida means one, unified soul, which is the part of you that's unique to, specific to Jews, who are united to all the other Jews, and to God directly, and that's what affects the entire world when we do our commandments. And those 5 souls are so important because they help you understand how you function as human beings. There are a lot of books that speaks about it. It's why we have 5 senses. This is why we have 5 levels of pleasure.